Good morning.
You're one of the fortunate few whose title and salary means that the congestion pricing toll won't be a financial burden for you. But there are surely going to be a countless number of families who are making well below six figures, who are trying to figure out how they're going to fit this into their monthly budget. What do you say to them, and is there anything that can be done on the state level to offset this new financial cost?
As you know, congestion pricing is New York state law. It was adopted back in 2019. So this must go forward under state law. And what I found was when they're talking about numbers like $23 a visit, regardless of how many visits a day, I knew that that would have a detrimental impact on families. So I wanted that number lower. That number released today is that be $15 per trip. So that's lower. But I also have to protect these families and their health and make sure there's clean air, not just for them today, but for the next generation. And also, we are blessed in this area to have world-class public transportation. And our buses can go faster when there's fewer cars on the streets. Our ambulance can get places sooner to save lives. Our firefighters can get to a burning building faster when there's not the congestion that is now paralyzing and clogging our streets. So we are going to be global leaders in this front. A few other places have tried it. I believe will be a model for the nation without creating an undue financial burden because we have public transportation at a very affordable cost for those families that are in need. We also have hours of operation where the cost will decline dramatically after 9 o'clock at night for someone who's having to work at a hospital and drive themselves home at the end of their shift, all the way till 5 in the morning, down to about $3.75. But we also have to is make sure our air is clean, our transit is invested in. This helps me get the Interborough Express, which will help people who work in the outer boroughs who don't come into Manhattan. Also help with the 2nd Avenue subway, opening up transit deserts in Harlem and the Bronx so people can have access through public transportation to the best paying jobs that we have in the region right here in Manhattan. So I know there's going to be an impact, but we have to also deal with the larger picture, protecting and cleaning up our environment, protecting the quality of air, protecting mobility on our streets, and also protecting our financial stability of the MTA, because without that, it all collapses.
Quick follow, what do you say to the drivers who have no choice but to drive in, for whom mass transit is not an option?
That's why we are glad we could reduce it down to 1 trip a day. Original plans were every time you go in and out, you could end up having to pay upwards of $23. Those numbers would have been significantly higher. The numbers came down. It's only 1 trip a day, and truly to park in this city as well is already expensive. Already very expensive to park here. So I know people try very hard to go to a park and ride, try to find the alternatives to take the incredible system we have all the way from the far-reaching suburbs of Long Island and the Hudson Valley, Westchester, as well as the subway system that literally is almost on every corner. There's accessibility. So we have a gift that other areas do not have. This would not work in many other parts of the country. We're going to do it here. We're going to do it successfully, and we'll have the resources to make sure we keep investing in that lifeline of our region.